Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am Jaylene, the messenger medium. I'm so happy that you're here today. And I wanted to tell you that I have had all day long someone asking for me to get this message out. And, I had 3 readings today. I was at the spa today, of course, my brand new home, and they're located at 61 Elm Street. And I want to thank them, by the way, so much for making me feel so welcome my very first week there. So thank you so much, Stephanie, and your staff. You're just all so amazing. Now, I just want to let you know that this mail has been bothering me all day. I had even readings this evening and it was still coming through. So I'm going to get this out there, and I'm really hoping that I'll be able to reach out to who it is that needs this message, because I'm going to tell you that this mail is extremely insistent. And I think that if I couldn't get this message out to you tonight, that he would be bothersome in some sense. So I have to get rid of this information. Now, this mail makes me feel that he was definitely responsible for his own demise. When I say that, what I mean by that very simply is that this male felt responsible for his own death. So whether it's an overdose, maybe, taking medication with alcohol and you're not supposed to, or it could be, running into oncoming traffic because you're trying to pick something up off the front seat and you're not paying attention to where you're driving. It could be just an accident, falling down some stairs that were supposed to be built and you haven't built them. It could be anything, but this person makes me feel that they're responsible. This is clearly not a suicide. So this is not someone that took their life because they were fed up. This is someone that went, uh-oh, I messed up. Oh geez, I'm dead. That's what I'm getting. Now this mail definitely has a connection to either November or December 13th. And I see it too clearly, number 13, but I can't tell if it's 11 or 12 months. They usually draw trees around me to tell me December, but unless it's both months that have significance somehow. But I'm going to say November 13th, December 13th, definitely something to do with that. They make me feel there's also a connection to the number 9, but in what respect, I'm not sure. If it's a 9 year, like 1969 or 1979, 89, 99, that kind of thing. There's just a feel around that, and it's just really kind of strong. Now, it makes me feel he's also connected to a female here. I don't know if there's any like J connections to this female that's male. So let's say, this male had a daughter or a wife, or, so there's definitely a J connection male that comes through or that still stays here on Earth. So in other words, someone by the name of like Justin or Jason or Jerry, like J names, though I would think. John, Joseph, Jody, Joel, James, Jim, that kind of thing. But definitely a very strong J connection to this female. Now, they do make me feel that there's someone in the family that's undergone a lot of depression or having difficulties with drugs and alcohol. And the thing is, I feel almost like, I don't know. It's almost like there's been either police activity there, or there's been like the threat of calling the police. But I'm going to tell you, I even hate to say this out in public. So if you don't want to reveal who you are, I totally understand. But they make me feel there's threats and they're verbal. There's kids listening to this. They make me feel there's children involved, or children living around these people. So they just make me feel that there's some kind of intervention or some kind of support to make people stronger, to recognize that there's some abuse going on here. And I think there's some awareness of that, but that's just the way they make me feel around this. So this mail comes around the situation just in the last maybe month and a half, makes me feel there's escalations, makes me feel there's arguing, there's threats of police, that kind of thing. So I don't know. I just really think that people need to like just take a step back and realize and see what they're doing to each other. And if there's anybody out there, and I speak to anybody out there going through similar type of situations, and it's not to tell you what to do, but if there's children involved, especially, think of what you're teaching your children. Think of the effect that it has. It's like a domino effect. Think of our lives and what we went through and what we're going through now, what we put our children through. So just recognize if there is a situation like this, and if I'm channeling the way I'm feeling this, and I'm going to tell you I'm feeling this really strongly, there's got to be something that's, there's got to be some changes here somehow, and some awareness in the family. So if someone's recognizing something like that, to please, recognize it. And there's so many different types of resources out there to help people in need, and to help these troubled types of situations. So if there's anyone out there like that, I don't know whose community it is, because I mean, anybody could be watching this video. It could be in Toronto, it could be in Sudbury, it could be in Timmins, it could be in New York, it could be anywhere. Just have some awareness around that, just to recognize that if you're recognizing signs like that, just to not, people don't want to get involved nowadays, and I understand that up to a certain point, but just to recognize that, and to help, and to support, and just to be there for each other. That's really all I'm asking. Anyways, this is what this mail tells me. I also need to tell you that they make me feel that despite the difficulties that, that the situation really is kind of volatile, they make me feel that at the end of all this, there's going to be some goodness out of it, or there's going to be maybe some hard lessons learned, but lessons that are going to really be valuable, for rebuilding the foundations of my life, or rebuilding what it is that I need to move forward. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that whoever it is that starts a new life, or starts anew, they just make me feel that that strengthens that person, that it becomes something to be thankful for. We're so immersed in negativity nowadays, and we're so immersed in all of this stuff, but we have to find the goodness sometimes out of such bad situations. And maybe it's a terrible thing that someone had to go through something like that, but I'm going to tell you, maybe someone else is going to benefit from that. Maybe there's going to be lives that are changing because of this situation. Maybe because of that, someone grows up to help people that are in that same similar situation. They say there's reasons for everything, but I got to tell you, this male that feels responsible, that's connected to November or December 13th, clearly comes through with an I love you. I didn't mean to die this way. So I just get the sense that they kind of feel bad for the way they passed, but really it was unintentional. That happens sometimes. There's, reasons for everything, but even accidental deaths, to teach other souls and other people around us what it is that we need to learn to better ourselves, or just to kind of do our thing. But anyways, I hope that you understand this very long-winded message. I'm already at 8 minutes for this, which is very unusual, but I had to get it out there, and someone needs to hear this. So I hope you can relate. Thank you so much. And, if you're looking for more specific messages with all kinds of goodies attached to that, get over to the Infinity Fans Club at mediumjaylane.com and click on the join button. I love you all so much. Have a beautiful day, and we'll talk to you again real soon. Bye-bye.